I had this hideous experience when I first started doing restaurant magic back at 50 East Oak in Chicago, wherein I did a show at the bar for about 4 people, and they loved me, and they screamed and applauded in all the right places, and it was wonderful. And then I just kind of picked up my carpet and moved down the bar to this couple and started a routine. And about 2 sentences into it, this guy says to me, and very nicely, "Excuse me, we were having a conversation." And this is like my 3rd or 4th week doing restaurant magic, and I wanted to press a button and disappear, but there wasn't any button. So instead I said to myself, this will never, ever happen to me again, ever. And it hasn't.
It would be better perhaps to take follow-up system, or make it into a coherent
Ladies and gentlemen, one of our highlights this evening is not only a wonderful gentleman, he is one of the finest magicians I have ever met. May I introduce to you Mr. Eugene Burger.
Hello, everyone. I'm Eugene Burger.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Biggs.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to show you something really quite amazing. Suzanne, let me ask you, do you play cards?
Not very often.
Perfect. I hate it when they play cards. Here's what we'll do, Suzanne. I will deal the cards one at a time slowly. And on impulse, you tell me when to stop. And you can play as hard to get as you want. And she is. Look at the card. Show it to everyone. Now, if I took your card, which, golly, I just did, and if I put it on top of the deck, you would know exactly where it is. Yeah. If I put it on the bottom, you'd also know, but when I cut the cards, it goes in the center. But the spirits know. Do you believe in spirits?
Yes.
Good, because I hate doing this with agnostics. Spirits, show us Suzanne's card now. Tell them to go back.
Go back.
Suzanne, you take the card. You take the whole deck. And at these prices, it's always the right card. Show them. Shall we do a hard one? Why not? You take the whole deck of cards, if you would. Spread the cards so the faces are toward you, and take out, not a picture card, take out a number card. Take it right out of the deck. I'll take the deck, you keep the card. And on this side of your card, make a little picture, but it doesn't have to be anything like the Chicago skyline in minute detail or anything of that sort.
Okay.
I'll take the pen, show them the card, and then put it back.
All right.
I can do this, believe it or not, 2 ways. You too. About 30% of the time, I do it by reading Mary's mind. But I only tell the good things. And the rest of the time, I cheat. Let's go psychic. My psychic feeling, did you see the card? Okay. It was red and it was a diamond. Is that correct? Bummer. On to cheating. Now, you give the deck a shuffle. And don't feel self-conscious that they're all evaluating your shuffling ability.
I'm not. So I'm just going to do it like this then, because
I'll take the deck. Now, answer honestly. Is that your card?
No.
You see, sometimes people actually shuffle their cards to the bottom, and that's pretty impressive. What I'll do is hit the deck with the spoon. And when I do that, your card will actually go to the bottom of the deck, even though the spoons here, just to see if you were watching, are kind of strange. Now, you probably say to yourself, well, yes, but my card is already on the bottom of the deck. But the truth is, it isn't.
No.
Name the card out loud.
5 of spades.
Pretty amazing. And there it is, Wonder of Wonders on the...
Oh.
What was the card?
5 of spades.
Oh, do you know what happened? I hit it too hard. Look, It went right through the tablecloth. Margie, would you reach under the tablecloth, get Mary's card, and pass it back to make sure that Mary's name is still on it?
My picture.
Her picture.
It's the one.
I have something very special to show you. But before I do that, I'll give the deck a shuffle, and you cut the cards in half. Absolutely perfect. What I want to show you is this. It is my aspirin tin. Well, though it looks like any aspirin tin, it's very special. In it, I have some interesting items. First of all, we have 2 aspirin, which I will personally take should this fail. Secondly, a little picture corner that doesn't mean much to you yet. And finally, 2 pieces of blank paper. Now, Margie, we will use one of these pieces of paper, but you get to decide which one. So, pick up the paper that you would like to use. And notice 2 things about it. One, it really is blank on both sides, and you can rub the surfaces with your fingers if you like. And secondly, one side is shiny, and the other side is dull. And my hand is absolutely empty. Put it right there on my fingertips. And I will place it with the shiny side down into the camera. But I forgot to tell you, the aspirin tin is a camera, and you are the photographer. Have you had any experience in this area? Don't be dismayed. It's almost automatic. See, we can take a picture with the camera, weirdo as that sounds, and to develop it, well, you make a little darkroom. But before we get to that, take this and put an M for Margie right in the center of the paper, and I'll hold it steady. Nicely done. Well, M's are not that hard to make. Margie, you close it, but don't snap it shut yet. Perfect. We'll take the card at which you cut, lean it here against the glass. Hold your right hand like you're going to bark at someone. You understood that. A lot of people space out. Hold it very gently. Don't squeeze it. Fingers on top, thumb on the bottom.
Right there?
Right there. Perfect. Now, do you see the little bump in the front? That's the lens. So you have to aim that directly at the card. And when you think you've got it, just click it shut. That took the picture. Well, it takes about 43 minutes for the picture to develop. Maybe you folks would like a bottle of wine while you're I was teasing. Years from now, when you talk about this, and you will, remember, I did not touch the camera once you took it. Do you see the little red dots on the top? Squeeze them. Open it up. Is your initial film still inside?
Yes, it is.
Take it out. I only do this in black and white, but even with that limitation and the fact Margie has never done this before, she did perfectly.
Wow.
You'd never think a card this big would fit into an envelope this small. But look, and this is my favorite part. And look, it is a little souvenir for you. Well, I have one more thing to show you. You people have been just delightful. About 8 months ago in this very restaurant, I invented a guessing game. I invented it. And I have to tell you that so far, it's a little disturbing that no one, not a single person, has guessed correctly. So the challenge is on for all of you. Here's the game. In this package, there resides an object, a real object. I will let each of you feel the bag, and but you can't remove the rubber band. That's one of the rules. And you know, Margie, you don't get to feel it real long. That's another rule. And neither do you. Keep it moving, yes. Now, I'll give you one hint. The number one guess in this neighborhood, it's not one of those. Hold your hand palm upward. What do you think it is? No guys? No guys? Any guys? It's even better than that. Check this out. What it is a little glass of icy coffee. You were perfect, and you were all delightful.
Thank you.
I've performed in restaurants and public places for almost the entire length of my professional career.